Yo, yo, yo. What up? Welcome, guys. Oh, man, I'm looking fucking rough. I gotta shave this shit. Damn, bro. It's like spreading. It's cancerous. No. Alright, guys. Tonight, menu. I'm being a little lazy. I'm not working on Gawkbound tonight. I know. Fucking sue me, alright? But I said I was gonna look at the Postal 2 documentary. I'm gonna get like 2 games in. I'm gonna get like 2 games into Gears. And we'll check out the Postal documentary. How long is it? Can I even watch this on here? Length? Bro, everything's failing on it. 2 hours. I don't know if I can do 2 hours, but we'll start it. Can I? Game devs doesn't work on game. Where ever heard that before? Shut up. Look, hey man. I work a lot. I feel like I work a lot harder than he does. All right. Never seen the doc. Can't tell if it's good or not. Yeah. Well, it's 2 hours. I probably won't watch all of it tonight, anyways. But I'll maybe we make it a 2-part series, 3-part series. I'm not sure if YouTube will shut me down on it. I'm not sure if it's like a copyrightable movie or anything like that. So, I guess we'll find out when the stream gets cut, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. Long day today. Well, yesterday, anyways. A lot of driving yesterday. We had to go see some family. But today I was just like, I don't know, man. I've just been in like a Gears mood. I just want to play. I want to play a little bit, and then I went over some stuff on Gawkbound with Firesickle, the guy who's helping me develop, and we were talking about it, and we kind of laid out a plan. It's mostly just quests now. Quest and art. So now I gotta force myself to draw, which is always a pain. I hate drawing whenever I have to, right? It's not that fun. When you gotta do something, it's not that great. But I'll muster it out. 20 years. What, the documentary was 20 years ago? I didn't see that. Or 20 years at Blizzard? 20 years in the game industry? Tell you what, though. I feel like I definitely work a lot harder than old Pirate Software when it comes to game dev. Seeing as how I do all the art myself, and more recently I was able to get a someone to help out with the code, and it definitely took a lot off my plate. But for the most part, I solo dev fucking Idle Streaming Bonanza, Postal 3D, and a few others. Not that I'm like sucking my own meat or anything. I don't feel like we're comparable. I don't see him as a peer because he's a streamer, not a fucking, not a game dev. Music's too loud. Someone playing music in here? Oh, it's the fucking doc, dude. The doc was playing. Ah, fuck off. Picture that dude on meat hooks from Hellraiser with the caption artist when they have to draw. You're not wrong, dude. That's what I feel like sometimes. Oh, fuck. Oh, I downed her.
You're good to go.
My team's not here. That's a good meme, man. You should make that shit up. Oh my god, they're lagging everywhere. This game's over, dude. It's already done. Yeah, it's done. Fuck. The wall bouncing on here is just so hard to track. They just look so fucking clunky all the time. Yeah, that's it. Rip. I love coming in late. Oh, I forgot to switch the... Y'all didn't tell me or nothing. What the hell's wrong with y'all? Have y'all no shame? Yeah, wall bouncing on here is so damn clunky. It looks like they're just like teleporting everywhere. It's really hard to track. Not gonna lie. Just go ahead and get a new map. See if I can join in on another one. Gears 5. You know, I don't like the Nasher in it, but playing the playing this one and then going back to Gears 5, like, I'm just like, yeah, the Nasher's way better. Gears of War more like Tears of War. No lie, dude. This game has brought probably many a people to tears, myself included. I'm sure there's been times where I've just been so frustrated. I'm just like, you motherfucker, and I cry. I don't know, man. Yo, playing that Postal game, I played a little bit. Yesterday or the day before yesterday. I don't remember. But I'm just like, I kind of want to make a game like that. That's just like so fucking controversial and shit. You think they'd be mad? You think people would be mad if I did that? Woo! Oh, you fucker. Bottom. Fuck. Woo! There's no level of violence that's controversial anymore. You'd have to make it political, and even then it'd be like pick which side of gay. I mean, you could do both, couldn't you? Like YouTube don't ban me, but like if I did like January 6th or the Charlie Kirk like setup, and then you know, on the other hand, do like fucking you play as a cop and lean on people's necks. Ooh, fragging. Boom shots up, and y'all ain't doing shit about it. Hey, y'all crazy, dude. Oh, shit. Mine! Postal dudes would be mad? Wouldn't be mad. They do games, oh, they do game jams every now and then. Okay, interesting. Someone made a Charlie mod for Cruelty Squad, and it led massive review bomb and even bigger review spike. Interesting. Yeah. Did I not pick up... I didn't pick up Boom Shot? I didn't. Holy shit. Alright. I thought I did. Well, that's how you do that, baby. Oh, damn, you got me. Oh, you're a fucking legend, dude. I'm not gonna pick you up, though, because I'm a dickhead. Ah, he got me. Really, though, just make a game that's fun and lets you do dumb shit like be psycho. Yeah. What do you think about, like, the pendulum actually moving the other direction, right? So, like, nowadays, like, I feel like it's gonna start being a little bit different. Where doing crass shit is going to start doing, like, what they used to do back in the day for, like, Postal, or even, like, oh, fuck. Eminem was, like, always getting, hit up by the FCC, right? Pendulum isn't swinging, you're flying around in a circle, never touching. Yeah, that's fair assessment. Clean it up. What an idiot. Oh, shit. No, don't come here. I'm fragile. The FOC wouldn't let him be. FCC won't let me be. Yeah. Get fucking raped. Get fucking raped. Oh, man, I was trying to get over on that side. It wouldn't let me. Nice kill. Left side. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Damn. I didn't see that other dude on the right side. Maybe he's better with snipe. That'd be nice. We went on points here. What the fuck? He had Lancer out. I don't know. Well, there was a game that came out not too long ago called Hatred. Hatred was in the style of the first Postal, I believe. Fuck out of here, pussy. Damn. Hatred? You played the time and again? Hell yeah. Yeah, it's on my wish. I saw it because again I saw that it was like controversial. I'm you know, I'm really into like the controversial subjects and shit. Only because you know, sometimes it sells. Like obviously like doing shit like idle streaming Bonanza. Damn. It was too edgy for you? Oh, like that fucking like I'm gonna kill everybody because I'm dark and wear eyeliner. That kind of edgy? I like doing shit that kind of pisses people off in a way, you know? I knew idle streaming Bonanza was going to piss off people, right? Oh, get fucking wrecked, you chump. Bro, we're locked in, bro. You ain't coming in here. The core game is pretty hard. Watch this shit. He's about to be like, oh shit. This is gonna make someone quit. Watch. Oh, fuck. I'm still here, buddy. Better go around. The post visuals are great, and it's a good spiritual successor to Postal 1. Oh, fuck. I'm cooked. No way. Bro, clean them up. Enjoy the 7 seconds. Nope. Thanks for the schloot, buddy. Oh, shit. Exactly. Oh, the hatred being too edgy. It's pretty silly. Are they above? Yeah, above. Oh, and the side. Oh, shit. That scared me. Front. Oh, I love that shit, dude. The head pops are so fun. Oh, get me out of here, bro. I'm going down. Is that how Postal 1 played, or was it like, because Postal 1 looked like a lot like GTA. Fuck off, dude. That was my shot. Nice. Oh, it's a twin stick. Cool. Like top-down isometric shooter. All right. I ain't played a good twin stick in a while, man. I think the first one I ever played was it was on Xbox Arcade. It was a game called I Made a Game with Zombies in it. Oh man. Fuck. Yo, I made a game with zombies and it was great. Yeah, I love that game. Welcome to my game. I put zombies in it for your pain. Damn. That shit's still on the MP3 player? Best dollar I ever spent. Yo, you know they fucking made $1 million on that shit, dude. Of course, like, anyone who was, like, putting games out on early Xbox Arcade were def making some bank, dude. Can you imagine? Because they... Like, even old school games were coming out on that. Like, fucking Virtua Fighter was on that shit a while back. When it first dropped. Xbox Arcade, that is. Imagine a fucking 20... Like, Virtua Fighter was what? I think it was Virtua Fighter 4. Or, no, even the first one. Even the first one was on there. Dreamcast. Just a game from Dreamcast coming in and just making a cool $1 million off the shit. Back when you can also buy and own old Nintendo games on Nintendo console. What do you mean? Which, oh, that was the end of the round. Damn, that was a good game. That was fun. Fun for me, anyways.
Don't lie, you suck.
Yeah, I suck. Wii Shop, yes, dude. What, baby?
These floors are so clean, I have to mop them.
I'll mop them. Wii Shop was dope. Not the subscription shit. Yeah, Wii Shop was really dope. Bro, I still have a Wii. I modded that shit though, so I can get like any game on there. Damn, I have to hook that up. Play some Wii Sports, man. Get the kids on the Wii. Like, this is what we played. Cause my son, he don't know nothing about that shit. Like my oldest. I don't even think Emma played the Wii, right? Or is that too? No, that was young for her too. Never mind. I don't think Emma ever played the Wii either. You guys want to rent NES games for $20? Yeah, for real. Yeah, that subscription shit. They have some good games on there, just not. Let me hit that real quick. My game's about to start. They got good games on there, but nothing I can't like I have an Ambernick. I have a fucking modded 3DS. I have a modded PSP. I can just play it on that, you know. So we already came with the best game, Wii Sports, yeah. That game was dope. Red Steel was a good one, man. When I first saw that game, I was like, dude, this is like the future. This is the future of gaming right now, dude. You can like fucking control is like VR, you know. You can like control and like swing katanas around and shit. That game was dope. Then PS3 like made their kind of Wii controller. The PS3 I'm not sure if it was called the Move or what. But the PS3 had a good one. Thanks for Boom. And I played the shit out of Killzone on that. What? I played Killzone 2 on like the PS Move or whatever it was called. Oh shit! Dude, he saved me, dude. I'm fucking dead. I didn't play 2. I didn't play Red Steel 2. Yo, Red Steel 1 was not ass, dude. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I'm misremembering. I just remember, like, that was the coolest shit ever. Oh, no, dude. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck me. Ooh. Bro's cooked. I ain't ever seen someone go down like that. Snipe up? Snipe is up. Let's go. I think we're pinched on both sides here. This guy dropped boom. Oh, and boom respawn. Nice. Actually, I need a new shotgun. Got you, homie. Behind us. Dude, he rolled at like the last second. Ooh, suck a dick. Ah, bro. Oh, yeah, 2 of them quit. Unfortunate. Rip. Oh, we got new. All right, they filled up. I need to hop back on Cyberpunk, man. This game kind of took over. I'm not gonna lie. It's just quick, fun hitting dopamine, you know. I can log in real quick, fucking rage out, cuss, and then I just fucking leave, you know. Oh, this guy's stealing my strat. Eh. Oh, suck it. Man. That's fine. I kept him off ring. Whatever. Oh shit, he didn't die. Fuck off! No way, dude. You guys suck. Y'all let this Hoffman, this bald turtle, get fucking a three-piece. Come on, he's reloading. Get him. Go next, go next, go next. We're already there. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. Nice. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Oh, damn, that would have been an epic save. Ooh! Rip. Ooh! Ooh! One shots back. I will grab it. There's no fucking way. I pumped like 3 shots in this guy. Oh, sick. Oh, the one shot down. Get him to the fucking crack. Do something. All right, I'll take the break. Fuck it. Oh shit. Oh, that's here. Nice. Ooh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Bro popped like a tick. Yeah, for real. That was good. Boop. Bye-bye. Nice. Let's go. 22. Yeah, I did a 55 earlier today. I was playing with Chud. Good game, good game. Gridlock, let's go. Did y'all see the trailer for the new Cyberpunk Edge Runners? I wonder if it's gonna be like as capturing as the first one, and like have the same tragedy sense, right? I feel like they can't pull the same thing for the second one, but it is Night City, and there's no happy endings in Night City, right? So maybe they're all tragedies. I don't know. Or like sometimes shit works out, but not in the way you want. The anime literally saved the game. It did. It did. It got me on it. It honestly got me on it. Especially when they did their new It was like update 1.2 or some shit, or 2.0, where it had like Edge Runner Easter eggs. Definitely. Because as soon as like when Cyberpunk came out, I was like, I'm not gonna spend that money. You know, it's whatever. I don't, you know. And then, you know, the game was buggy. I heard a lot of crap about it. I was like, all right, maybe not. And then, as soon as the anime came out, I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And oh my god, I'm glad I did, man. The story on that fucking game is just amazing. It honestly, it really is. It really is. Oh. Get the fuck out. Someone's sneaking up behind me. Told you. Oh, the bomb. They revamped the skills and fixed the bugs. It was a good time to play it. Yeah. Most def. No, get off the fucking wall, asshole! And when, what was the update for Phantom Liberty? The update for Phantom Liberty was really really good as well. They had, fuck, dude. Dude, everyone's leaving? Bro. I was like, dude, don't start teabagging. You haven't beat Phantom Liberty? I just beat it not too long ago. I'm actually going through base game now. It is really good. I only got one ending though. I didn't do any of the others. Oh, come on, man. Can you fuck the president? No, I don't think you can. I don't think she's romanceable. You can whip her ass, though. Hey, we got teammates. Fucking finally. Oh, you fucked me on the wall! So he, like, leaned on the wall and wouldn't let me on it. Fuck. Whoa. Alright, that was kind of sketchy. Ah, pussy. Dude! I feel like it gotta be connection at this point, man. Like, it's just... It don't feel right. Oh! They're all fighting for the fucking sniper. Alright. At least you got some fucking points on the board, damn. I was flirting with that sniper a bit. We gotta go next. Boom shot. No way. Fuck off, dude. What? It's definitely connection at this point. I like my shots are going right through them. And I killed two. Gonna have to dip, keep those humans in line. All right, brother. Hey, Ted Bundy, Squid, thanks for showing up, hanging out. Yeah, it's, you know, chill night, just gaming tonight. Oh, oh, oh. I can't believe that just happened. Rip. Oh, toss nades up there, bro. Oh my god. Oh! I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have pushed it all. We got the ring because they fucking just had to leave. Oh god. Fuck out of here, bitch. Ah, fuck. Bro, what are you doing? Get in the fucking ring! Oh, I missed it. Yeah, they're just eating my shots all day.
Yo, I'm sorry, but you guys really fucking suck. And you guys have the IQ of Forrest Gump. I don't understand how retarded you can be in this game. I don't understand. But good luck to y'all, and I'm out of here.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I'm out of that game too. Fuck it. Did that say foreskins?
Yeah.
Why? Deep fried foreskins. Shut the fuck up.
Car scene is maybe the most iconic thing of this. It's so funny.
Oh, rooftops is trash. No one wants to play this fucking map. Stop. Get out of the cycle. It's shit for King of the Hill. Alright, last game, and then we'll go to the Postal documentary. Whoa, that's pretty far away for a fucking two-shotter. There's gotta be some type of, like, aim assist in this shit. my god. I got the PlayStation scrubs. Of course. How did he fucking hit me that far away? I don't know. Oh! Oh my god, dude. All right. Yo, dude, this guy. One shot's down every time. How? Pussy. All right, man. All right. Shut up. I didn't even fire, boom. It sure fired on my screen. No. All right. Dude's cheating. All right, let's watch this fucking documentary. I'm fucking. Game has like no anti-cheat or anything on it. I'm done with it. Going Postal. Let me hit the bathroom real quick. Get something to drink. And we'll dive into it. Damn.
Get scared, pussy ass.
You about got dealt with. You both got dealt with. Almost got a chop.
Yeah.
Got a judo chop.
Big scary man.
All right, let me do some volume adjustment. Postal 2 documentary. Going Postal, the legacy foretold. I won't be watching the full 2 hours. That's kind of ridiculous. I'll watch, what time is it? Hour 7. We'll watch an hour. I ain't gonna pause like crazy, but we'll watch it. Oh, did it freeze? In 1997, Postal released a media firestorm due to extreme violence. It's one of the most banned, blacklisted, and critically panned franchises. I'm gonna turn down just a smidgen. Boop. Okay. This is the story of the most controversial video game released, Postal. That looks like hell to live in. That looks like squalor.
Down to this basement. Looks like it's snowed down there. There's so much dust.
What's this wall?
Sega.
I like how you keep the microwave on the stairs. That's safe.
You live in Arizona?
Disgusting.
Haven't been down here in a while.
Oh, wow.
Postal collection.
Take a look at this stuff. Excellent. I've been looking for this for years.
Well, it's right here. It's been right under.
This is great, man. This will give me like what's the word? Inspiration. Inspiration. I always end up watching like Indie Game the movie to kind of get inspired. I like that movie. I don't like Phil Fish, but who's the bald guy? I like Eben Mullen though. He's alright.
Your feet the whole time. This is another one of their real posters. It was like the DVD cover. And we have our own posters over here too that we made.
Nice. Gary, he's no longer with us. Vern is no longer with us.
Small people shouldn't work with
If I
running
was a
scissors.
midget, I don't know if I'd want to work with us, to tell you the truth.
Oh, it's so dusty in here.
Man, phew, a little fucking dusty in here. All right. How we doing? Now this is a set of balls.
Oh yeah, they give a lot of background to their studio and games. Hope it does spark some fire. Hell yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Vince Desi from Running with Scissors.
How's the volume?
And it's time to go Postal. Come on in.
New video game on the market that is upsetting postal workers. It is called Postal, and the object of the game isn't delivering mail. Going postal means shooting everyone in sight. The game maker says it's all in
Let's
good
go,
fun, but
kill 'em
US
all.
Postmaster General isn't laughing. He wrote a letter to the Arizona makers of the game saying Postal is an unfair portrayal of postal employees, and there's nothing funny about it.
Until someone boxes up syphilis and tries to sell it at retail, Postal 2 is the worst product ever foisted upon consumers.
Oh, don't challenge me.
He probably didn't even play the game.
There was a video game called Postal. In the video game, you just ran around shooting people.
There's nothing funny about breast cancer and brain tumors. We don't make games of those, and we shouldn't make games of people being murdered senselessly.
This is a fun product. It's filled with humor, adult humor.
Real holes meant to be bullet holes right in it.
We're being criticized.
That's awesome.
unfairly, and then the whole industry
Great
turns its back
product
against us anyway because they
packaging.
needed a scapegoat.
One kid who absorbs this and even going out and doing some of these things.
A game is a game. It has nothing to do with real life.
Something about being able to, take your friend, blow his sight off. It's math mayhem. I get under a lot of stress at work, and it's kind of nice to go home and just get it out that way.
Dozens of researchers have shown that violent video games pose a public health threat.
It was 10 years ago today, almost to the hour, when a gunman entered Dawson College and opened fire.
Oh, this wasn't even Columbine. It's at Dawson College.
Hold a hearing on video game violence and its impact on kids.
Columbine was in the 90s.
Senators Joseph Lieberman and Herbert Kohl chair the proceedings.
Violence and violent images permeate more and more aspects of our lives. And I think it's time to draw the line.
We must stop the glorification of violence in our society. This includes the gruesome and grisly video games that are now commonplace.
All right, yeah, went a little too dark on your game and you accidentally made something that people think inspired school shootings. Sure.
If I had something to say, I would say to the city or to the state or to Congress to eliminate these violent games because it does cause things.
No, it doesn't.
In our children.
Well, there is a new game in town that has U.S. mail carriers, their bosses, friends, and families, shall we say, a little ticked off.
We kind of accept our status as the bottom feeder of the industry. I know there are a lot of people that really wish we would go away, but it's never going to happen.
Something is going on out there with our children. Is it the fact that the average TV viewing child has seen
So don't let your children play them.
on
Yeah,
TV
true.
by the time he's
It starts with the parents, right? It starts with the parents. I grew up on violent video games like my whole life, dude. Like I grew up with it. All right, Grand Theft Auto, Metal Gear Solid, fucking Manhunt. Call of Duty. You know, I grew up with shooters and you know, fucking killing people. I'm not gonna go into a fucking school and start shooting the fucking place up. You know, if you're thinking that, you're already fucking wired wrong, right? You're not normal. You already have fucking mental issues. It's just up to the parents to recognize these things. You actually have to be a parent.
10 years old.
Postal was breaking the mold for sure. You know, other people were trying to do that, but man, Postal turned it up to 11.
Just the phrase going postal gives all of us a black eye. It's a real insult to us.
We wanted to do a game where you basically can just go off nonstop and shoot.
I feel it's totally amazing. It's the best video game-based movie ever made.
Oh my God, that movie fucking sucks.
Fuck you do to my game Postal.
I don't know what your fucking problem is.
Can we
Yo, you gotta watch
movies,
that.
music and video games as a reason on why some kids kill? Joining us once again from Little Rock, Arkansas, Governor Mike Huckabee.
Thanks a lot for going Postal, and see you in September.
Anything to do with the post office anyway, so I don't understand why they would call it
It
that.
is about going postal.
I think was like the main upsetting thing was the name Postal, because Postal, there was a fucking a postal worker that like snapped and like started shooting the whole place up. I think he hid like shotgun shells and ammunition all around the place and everything, and maybe that's
Postmaster General is upset. He says the name of the game is insulting to his workers. The game's creator says it's just in good fun, and the phrase
I think it happens a few
postal
times, yeah.
has become a part of modern day language.
the start of an era. Yeah, Italian pizza. Oh, that's not a pizza. You
My
lied.
full name is Vincent James Desiderio.
Oh, you're
Jr.
definitely Italian, though.
I'm known as Vince Desi in the video game industry. I'm the CEO and founder of Running with Scissors. I was born in 1953 in Brooklyn Hospital in Brooklyn, New York. I was raised in Brooklyn in a neighborhood called Bedford-Stuyvesant, also known as Bed-Stuy. My mother was probably the biggest influence in my life, along with my dad. My dad worked very hard. You know, a big treat for me would be Saturday mornings. He would make breakfast, pepperoni and eggs, because he worked so hard Monday to Friday, and he worked overtime as much as he could to make more money. My father instilled in me the whole industriousness, hard work, and from my mother I got the fuck you know, I don't care, no bullshit attitude, because my mother took shit from nobody.
That's what's
As
up.
a youth, I mean, I was a typical New York street kid. My first real income came from when I was around 3 years old, painting clamshells from Coney Island. You know, we had a group growing up called the Rods. The Rods were 4 of us, and our obsession was basically women. As a teenager in those days, you know, it was a very different thing than today. Today, you people have sex all day long.
Pepperoni instead of bacon, that's
In
Italian.
my day and age, being able to feel up a girl, something like that.
Did he say eggs and pepperoni? Is that what he said?
Was a major accomplishment.
Instead of
to go
eggs and
home and
bacon?
jerk
I didn't
off.
catch that, man.
We were one of the first to wear suit jackets with our
That's
jeans.
funny.
You know, and Mom would say, "Where you going? Where you going with a suit jacket on and jeans?" Mom, we are trendsetters.
Not a bad idea to me,
I've
yeah.
always been a creative thinker, somewhat of an artist, and I got involved in what was called the disco business. And that was a result.
No, for an
of me
Italian,
going
man, he got some Jew
People
hair.
would say to me, "Oh my God, you should do this." So I made a phone call to somebody, to another club, And so I got a hold of a friend of mine, and I said, look, this guy wants to have lunch with me, so you got to go there tomorrow, have lunch with this guy. You could be me. I said, and then
Bacon, eggs, and pepperoni, hell yeah.
Follow up on the business side. We did this business for a year.
It's all your food groups right there.
He used my name, and I used his name. First one was on my 25th birthday, and it ended on my 26th birthday. And it was a great experience in that disco era, 78 to 79.
Should I say anything about with the drugs? I was very surprised, and when he started to do this, and back in when he lived in New York, he used to do parties in Manhattan. That's, I guess, where he started his creativity.
Man, leave it to leave it to the Italians to fucking make some crazy fucking game that just gets reamed on. That's so cool. That's cool. It's cool as fuck. Like the criminals of video games.
You know, mostly him probably. He never really grew up. You know, we don't want to grow old, and we all have that inside us. He just lets it all out. That's him.
After I got out of the disco business, I was living in Manhattan at the time. I answer an ad in the New York Times on the front page of the employment section, which is quite comical. And I'll never forget the ad. It said, "Earn big bucks with 50K." I was like, oh, that's for me. So I call up, and right away I realize I'm being interviewed over the phone. I get a scheduled appointment to go in the next day. I go in. I thought it goes great, and it's to be a headhunter. A headhunter is basically you're helping people find jobs.
Secretary recruitment.
This was in the IT industry, or what they called back then MIS, Management Information Systems. Anyway, I thought I did great. Tuesday comes, I don't get a call. Wednesday comes, I don't get a call. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So I take the subway up to the office. The office was near 42nd Street, near the old Grand Central. And I just go in, past the secretary, into the main office to see where the guy is that's running the show, and I just go in and I tell him, what's the deal? And he says, look, he goes, anybody that's got the nerve, the balls to just come in here like that, he goes, I'm going to give you a chance.
You can't do that shit no more, man. Everywhere's like, you do that shit, they'll throw your ass out so quick. Everyone's so pussified. They don't want go-getters and shit like that. At least in like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like those days are over. Like just trying to go past and like actually talk to someone to get a job like that. I think those days are over.
By the end of the first year, I was one of the top billers. I learned a lot about computers at that time because it was all about mainframes, and personal computers were just coming out. 2.5 years later, Atari had come to New York City and wanted to open an office.
Pac-Man.
I basically
that was Joust?
Staffed the New York Atari office.
Pole position?
A couple of the first people that they hired were through me. And that's how I started Desi Network, by placing 3 people. My very first person was a young guy named Adam Bellin. Great guy. He's like a younger brother to me.
There's working at cool, casual, fun video game companies like Atari and Activision. And there's working with Vince.
Any stories that particularly come to mind working with Vince that you feel comfortable?
His name should be changed to protect the innocent, probably, but it was fucking crazy. Atari actually hired me the day of the interview. They already had an office in Manhattan, but this was a new secret office that most people didn't know about. And they took the 14th floor of the clock tower in the Metropolitan Life building. And I would walk into this marble building.
Man, they're hiring a lot of people back then too, because they were just pumping out Atari games. You know, they were just pumping them out, and a lot of them were just shit. A lot of them, look at E.T. single-handedly fucking crashed the whole like video game industry for a good bit.
building, wearing a t-shirt and flip-flops. We had this one floor that was like a bunch of hippies working on video games. It was a unique floor. People would look at us in the MetLife building, not know who the fuck we were. And we have 24-hour access. We'd be there late at night, you know, in the middle of the night going in. Yeah, that was a crazy, crazy time.
And in Adam's first project after Atari, because Atari was in business about another year before they went bust,
Yep.
was a title called Sorcerer's Apprentice, which was an art utility program for the Commodore 64. And then I got Adam a job. He was making a game called Bristles, a kind of a Donkey Kong game with this character, which was an early Mario, if you will.
Oh, okay.
And then he...
Oh, it's like Mario. He's got the elevators too.
Raydell, and they got the license from Warner Brothers for Spy vs. Spy, the series.
Nice.
And that's how we made Spy vs. Spy. It was the first game that had a dual screen, and then from there we went and made the first WWF game with Hulk Hogan.
Cool.
And that was pretty wild.
Time wrestling and all-American wrestling.
That was how I started in the game.
Bro, that's the dude.
Hulk Hogan, and that was pretty wild.
You know who that is? That's I just watched Running Man. He's one of the hunters in Running Man. I want to say Captain Insano, but I know that's not right. Damn, where's it at? Is it this guy? No, you don't have that butt chin. That's who I thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was. But he got like a really prominent chin. Yeah, it's not him. Holy shit, he got old. Damn.
And all-American wrestling.
That was how I started in the games business. It was no intention. It just kind of it was all about the right timing. And for me, it made a lot of sense because while working with Atari, and I was working with the programmers, and back then, one programmer would make a game. You might have one artist, you might have two artists, and there was one audio person for the entire company.
For the entire company?
So
damn.
I found myself really enjoying it because I've got a business part of me, a natural business instinct, that now this gave me the opportunity to be the business person I just naturally enjoyed being, but at the same time, I'm with creative people whom are very technical, creative people that are making music, drawing, making art. So it was a beautiful thing.
Anybody that may be very young or even, in that college age that's considering getting into something like this, if you're good, that's not enough. You gotta want to do it.
I guess we just accepted whatever he did. He was always, I guess, willing to try something different, be different. That's just the way he was. He was never going to do a normal job.
He could go talk to the wino down on the Bowery and yet talk to the chairman of Chase without missing a beat. And he'd even eliminate his New York accent. I don't know how he does that, but he can do it.
Throughout the 80s, we continued to work on a work-for-hire basis, and I was still working as an agent, still had my headhunting business, and doing a variety of other creative things.
Damn, they're doing work for hire.
I kind of felt it was time to leave New York. I was turning 40. I was like, okay, I'm ready. I've had a great life here. All's good. New York in the 80s, it just was deteriorating. I really wasn't enjoying it anymore. I had this fantasy for Arizona since I was watching Roy Rogers as a kid.
The Roy Rogers Show, starring Roy Rogers, King of the Cowboys, Trigger.
Yeah, I see Arizona. I'm just like, I want to live there. All the cactus. No offense, Lotto.
an ad for a program as an artist, and I ran
Just
it in
fucking dirt, dust, cactus, and fucking yellow. Just everything looks tan.
Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Phoenix, Tucson.
Nothing's wrong with yellow, baby.
His wife and 2 kids. It was a phenomenal trip, and we just said, wow, we like Tucson of those 4 places the best. So we said, okay, we're going to do it.
Tucson.
Myself and my parents, we had mixed feelings. You know, having him move so far away, like how often will we get to see him? But at the same time, it was something he really wanted to do. It was a dream he wanted to try, and we would never stop him.
That place just makes me look like I just want to fucking. I'm thirsty.
There was a constant open hand on, hey, you guys are new here. We're happy you're here. What can we do for you? Welcome to Tucson.
In the early 90s, you have Mortal Kombat, you have Night Trap.
I don't know Night Trap. Oh, I do know Night Trap. Night Trap was like the kidnapper fucking game for the Sega CD, I believe. Fun fact, if you guys didn't know, Mortal Kombat is the whole reason we have the ESRB system for video game rating. They implemented that because of Mortal Kombat.
We're reaching a point where you could see the violence. It was no longer just Mario butt bouncing on a couple of mushrooms and they disappear. What happened is now that you could actually realize and depict true violence, people started to become a little more concerned about what was inside of these games. Postal, in a lot of ways, that was a turning point in video games. It was a maturing point. And people didn't see how firmly Vince Desi plants his tongue in his cheek when he does this violence. It's all Kill Bill games to him.
Going postal.
Like the Grinch who stole Christmas, these violent video games threaten to rob this particular holiday season of a spirit of goodwill.
In 1993, Joe Lieberman saw Mortal Kombat, and he was appalled by that, which led him to look...
The fucking kid opening up a Sega Genesis and wanting an SNES. I would I gotta make that to a skit. What the fuck is this, Mom? Dad? Oh my god. Alright. My old senator, the dumb bastard. That's your old senator, for real?
Into other things, and he saw a game called Night Trap, which he never understood.
Yeah, the live action. Yep, this one.
I look back and I remember the Atari 2600, and then you had the arcade games, and while they were violent, they were pixelated. When you started to see consoles...
I'm pretty sure that game was fucking terrible too, though.
With the emergence of the 3D graphic cards and stuff.
TurboGrafx 16 is about to knock video games back.
When they started putting more realistic blood, and they could do sounds that weren't just beeps and pops, and you could hear screams and voices, I think that's where the people started to have an issue.
Oh shit.
That led to the first congressional hearing on video game violence.
What a cynical, irresponsible way to market a product.
The fire on this. This is a handgun, pure and simple.
Mortal Kombat and Night Trap are not the kind of gifts that responsible parents give.
And the thing that's so funny about that is there they are complaining about Mortal Kombat and Night Trap, completely unaware that on computer games, Doom had just come out.
Oh, wow.
Joe Lieberman is miscast. People just like to say that he wanted to eliminate violent video games. He was more interested in making sure that violent video games fell into the right hands. I agreed with that completely, frankly. You know, I didn't think that Doom or Mortal Kombat were games made for 6-year-olds. So they asked me if I'd
Oh,
come on
bullshit.
board for the video game report card.
I'd like to finish up our presentation by introducing Stephen Kent, a nationally syndicated columnist who reviews games for newspapers around the country.
My job was not to criticize the video game industry. My job was to propose alternate games that maybe were more appropriate for the entire family.
Many parents who would gladly watch television or a movie with their children quietly leave the room when their children turn on a video game.
It was a tense time. There was a lot of anger at video games.
Doom should be played by every 6-year-old.
We don't have control.
In video games, you have to remember that the generation of people that were parents at
He's
that
the original
time
game journo,
weren't
yeah.
necessarily raised with video games.
Yo.
So you had parents who would watch cartoons with their kids, but the moment their kid turned on a video game, they lost interest and left the room. So video games kind of became this black box for parents. They didn't know what their kids were playing. They weren't willing at that point to go play with them and learn what the games were about. That kind of made what Joe Lieberman did more important.
Vince Desi and Senator Lieberman.
If you've ever wondered what kind of minds produce video games, you're looking at them. These guys met in New York.
We were working on a Steven Seagal game, and
Oh,
the
God.
publisher was somewhere up in Silicon Valley. I don't remember exactly where. So I went up there for a meeting, and while I was there, I happened to meet Gene Lipkin, who was one of the original guys from Atari. He'd give good advice, and to his credit, we were actually here at a barbecue. He was visiting Tucson, and at the barbecue, we're successful, we're doing well, we're making games for everybody, and he turns to me and he says, you know, this is never gonna, you're never gonna make anything out of this other than a job. He said, so you've got to choose. What do you want to do? You can continue hitting singles, or do you want to go for a home run? And he said, you know, at some point, you've got to decide, do you want to have your own property, your own intellectual property? That's when it just kind of hit me.
RSP employees may be artists or computer programmers, but they're all members of a team that may take a year to produce a game.
You got to understand that, you know, some of the folks now were with me for 5 years. People were getting tired of making kids' games.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. So that became the, you know what, it's time for us to make our own game. We then created Running with Scissors as a new company brand, but we then were also supporting it by making a game for Free Willy under RSP. We were doing a Sesame Street title. So we were basically taking the revenue from those titles, and we were self-funding the development of the original Postal under the brand
Hell yeah.
Running with Scissors, RWS.
Hell yeah, man. Taking the money from the kids' games and putting it towards something ultra violent. That's crazy. Making pre-K games alongside Postal. That's crazy work, dude.
And that just created
That is
a whole
awesome.
sense of hysteria and momentum. Once we made the commitment to start on our own original game, we knew right away, because we had this Robotron arcade machine in the office, it's what everybody loved. We liked fast-paced games, and we wanted to stylize it based on that. The whole concept basically
Oh, I played
was
that
just
before.
a free roaming game. It was evolving into this mad level of relentless shooting. And at that time, the term going postal had become more and more popular because of the shootings that started occurring around the country in different post offices.
This number is what we call a zip code. It's very, very important.
So the idea was, well, you're going postal, but for marketing purposes, I like a single name, so let's call it Postal.
Going postal. Going postal. It's a new...
Did you hear about the double counter drama? No, it's that. What's double counter? Lawyer, welcome. How you doing? I bet they slipped some Easter eggs in those old Sesame Street games. I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it.
Video game. It's called Postal.
None of this was...
But, you know what? I mean, you know, they were very professional, right? They were, I mean, I don't think they would ruin, like, their bread and butter if someone caught it, you know what I mean? I don't think they would ruin their bread and butter. So they're not a worker that's working at Disney, right? They're a company that's getting like contracts to make these games. That being said, you know, probably someone who worked for like Sesame Street or what was it, PBS or ABC, whoever owned Sesame Street, was probably like, yeah, make this game. And then they looked at it and they're like, okay, cool, it works, you know? So, the Discord bot that tracks alts. Verification bot that used people data to make a doxing site called Dougal that lets you see anyone's Discord alt accounts. The staff also have the ability to force themselves into your server. I thought staff always had that ability to go inside your server and like peep around. Is that starting now just because of like they're trying to crack? I mean, obviously it's because of the Charlie Kirk shit. Because of the Charlie Kirk shit, which makes me think like that's something that's had to be in development for a while, and they were just like looking for the perfect excuse to kind of like deploy it, right? The bot is not owned by Discord? Who the fuck's it owned by? The bot is not owned by Discord. Dougal has existed for a year, but no one knew about it till a YouTuber made a video on it. It's by a French company. I've seen some video on it that it's really easy to bypass by any malicious people who actually know what they're doing. Interesting. Time for a new Discord, right? I mean, like, the market's open, and Discord would need to give approval for this. Otherwise, if you get caught using it, you're banned, right? So, like, they had to have been in partnership with Discord for this. Discord's already been known for, like, keeping tabs and keeping information on hand anyways. They don't delete anything. I've seen some video on that. It's really easy to buy. Okay. Hey, all I'm saying is, any devs out there, it looks like the market's going to be opening up for anyone who wants to make a social platform like Discord. I think the only other one that I know of is TeamSpeak, and I think they actually redid all their UI to look more like Discord. Discord's a great company. It's a great UI layout. I like Discord a lot. I think the guy who actually made Discord went to my school. Jason Cintron. Yeah. The guy who made Discord went to my college for game development. Inducted in Full Sail's Hall of Fame. What did he do, though? It was Discord. $104 million. Oh, he sold. Prior to co-funding Discord, Jason founded and served as CEO of OpenFaint, the biggest social mobile gaming platform, which sold to Gree in 2011 for $104 million. Nice. Interesting. I bet Full Sail in 2004 was like way more epic than it is now.
Just F it all.
It's not in partnership. When it was just being used to prevent alts from joining, it was fine. With Dougal, though, they are likely in violation. I don't know. It's crazy. French company. Definitely, definitely funded by government.
On our part. This all was a natural evolution, which I really think adds to the whole flavor of the unique creativity, if you will, that made Postal 1 so different than so many other games at that time.
You know what it means to go postal? It really isn't very nice.
Got him.
May I please help the next person in line?
A new computer game has some people very upset. It's called Postal. And the game maker says it's all in good fun, but others.
We'll have to give that a watch. If you link it in the Discord, not tonight, but this week.
To make a deal and have a company called Ripcord as our publisher, we were ecstatic. Ripcord was really a new brand for Panasonic Interactive Media, which had been doing educational titles. So they were going to use Postal as their flagship title to launch their own entertainment brand of video games. Everybody had the same intention. Let's make a great game, let's have fun, and let's have a big success. It was never a conscious thing about how can we fuck this up.
This will be great.
Yes, we've seen Doom, but Doom is really mostly a PC game, and so we kind of think we understand the worst of the worst that could be there. And then all of a sudden, these two games come out the same year, within months of each other. Both games were played from the top down, from the God perspective. You're in the sky and you're looking down on a city. One of them was the first Grand
Theft Auto. Yep.
And that game was a big concern because you were actually running crimes, real crimes. You were blackmailing, you were stealing cars, you were mugging people. You know, again, those people were little tiny dots in a maze that vaguely looks like a city. And then there was Postal.
One day in the office,
Blackmailing? Yeah, you never played the first
got
GTA?
wind of the program
Jenkins,
and
what's
was
up?
like, well, we're trying to figure out how many characters.
You've already shared
you
it?
could have
All
on
right, cool.
screen at the same time. And I said, what? You could have how many? 5?
Thank you,
10,
Lawyer.
15,
Appreciate it.
maybe 20 characters on the screen at the same time? I immediately said to myself, and I just thought parade.
The band, the marching band.
Because a parade to me was funny. You know, a marching band.
The only thing anybody ever wanted to talk about was Postal was that you could light an entire marching band on fire.
The idea was, how can we have fun with this? Set a whole bunch of shit on fire at once. And of course, who knew at the time, but that would be the scene that was written about most in terms of the crazy game Postal.
You'd see them running around on fire and, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever.
The object of the game is to kill everyone you can.
Postal makers say Postal players love playing out their aggressions.
Needless to say, everybody loves shooting innocent people.
Wow. And when you napalm the band, it keeps marching and catches the whole crowd on fire.
Critics are calling it one of the most violent computer games that they've ever created.
Blue Sky is banning. Blue Sky's banning porn. Looks like this Gooner lefties are coming back to Twitter. That's funny. That's funny.
Here we are at E3. Tremendous coverage, tremendous response, and that's when
E3, bro.
To first do an interview, and that was just off the top.
The unmistakable image of an AK-47 rifle.
That's not an AK.
But the manufacturer, Ripcord Games, went ahead with the name anyway.
It says the streets are awash in blood. Watch victims run around on fire, screaming for help until their charred corpses fall to the ground. Listen to victims moan and
Can I
beg for
DM
mercy.
you a tweet real quick? If it's not,
Now explain to me what's entertaining about that.
Don't
Well, I
DM me
think
no
I stick to
porno.
my original point, which is this is a game.
I've always considered the Postal dude to be a pretty calm guy who was really just.
Would you like to
defending
sign my
himself.
petition?
He just really is somebody that wants to be left alone. You know, you do your thing, I'll do mine. Don't get in my face.
Hi there. Would you like to sign my petition?
I was first aware of the Postal series back in the late 90s, and as a person who's in the gaming industry, it
Based,
was much
yeah.
smaller back then.
As far as I know, they're only banning porn that depicts non-consensual acts, which is strange. Why is it so controversial?
And,
Well, because it's not
we all knew
consensual.
about it, we all heard about it, and we all thought it was like crazy, and didn't know how you were gonna, they were gonna get it in GameStop and Walmart. I come from the independent developer community, and so we're all for each other, and we want to support each other, and every.
What the hell? These people are weird, dude. I was joking, but okay, seems like he can't hide his rape fetish. Blue Sky banning non-consensual might force me off the platform. Sorry, folks. You know how it is. Half of the point of my VTubing career is creating lesbian dubcon. I don't know what dubcon/non-con is. I know what non-con is, obviously. In various iterations from Giantess/Vor, don't know what that is, to all the Majestic Shield stuff, still no clue. No Nomcom, no ASMR, promo, GG. Fucking ridiculous. Sent context. What the fuck? Oh shit. I'm not trying to share the DMs, but hold on. Can I open this somewhere else? Okay. Anal violence most affected. Blue Sky just banned not safe for work content involving rape, and Reddit is calling this trans erasure. What? We're very grateful for all the trans people, NSFW artists, and furries that helped build up while we were still in the invites phase. But now we don't need you anymore, so fuck you. Proceeds to pull a tumbler and screw over the audience that helped it grow in the first place. I don't know if that's the audience you want to fucking grow your shit, dude. These people are weird. I mean, this is just low-hanging fruit. The not safe for work artist, that's just low-hanging fruit. You know, art. You know, if you're good at if you're good at drawing, you know, I guess make your money. I don't. You know, I guess it's. I mean, there's a difference between that and doing like OnlyFans and selling pictures of your butthole. I don't know. I say that because if I didn't, I'd be a hypocrite. I am actually fairly decent at drawing not safe for work stuff. But I never did any commissions for it. Never did any commissions. I did, however, make a game. I did make a game. It was not finished. It was not a finished game. But it was kind of like a test. It was kind of like a test to see if it was even worth pursuing. And I was kind of scared of the results because the game was very short, and it was only like one scene, and the game, like you could like finish it in like 2 minutes. And it got like, let me see how many downloads it got. Hold on. It got actually got paid to do it, so they sent me money, not much. It got 3,000 views and 476 downloads. It got added to 35 collections, and I got 2 ratings on it. I got a 5-star rating. I got a 5-star rating and a 3-star. Yep. So I can't talk too much shit on the NSFW stuff, but, you know, is what it is, I suppose. I don't do it because it's disrespectful to my wife. So. What? Making porno games. I made the one, but then, you know. If they didn't want censorship, they shouldn't have flocked to the site that prided itself as the censored version of Twitter. Just a thought. Fair. Yeah, fair. Make that money. I can draw an SFW too. Yeah. Oh, the fucking boobs in chat. Jesus.
Everybody in the indie community.
Just that one time. Just that one time.
What was doing with creating Postal. But yeah, Postal was breaking the mold.
If I'm ever really hard up on money, I'll probably release one. If I'm ever like, I need a job or something. If I'm just rock bottom game dev and I'm outside, yeah, I'm shaking a cup at you guys. I'll make one.
For sure, but man, Postal turned it up to 11.
Their whole premise is so over the top. It's so ridiculous. It's obviously a joke, you know, and it's not also for kids. So, you know.
My favorite thing about playing Postal was not only like the violence and the humor, which was awesome. I mean, it was very much like akin to stuff like South Park in many ways. But
South Park too around this era,
the fact that it felt like we were doing something that we were not supposed to, and we were
getting shut down or them trying to shut it down and shit.
The first time I played Postal was back in I think '97. I saw some ads in a local game magazine called PC Player.
Ooh, we got the Doom Cup. I like that.
Real rules of who could buy games. No one really knew, at least in Denmark, that there were certain adult-only games. So I saw this box in a game store, and it had these, yellow striped marks on the top and bottom of the box. I bought the game, brought it home. I still have that box, and I opened it from the bottom, so it still kind of looks like it's unopened. I had no idea what I was playing. I was playing a fun game. I had no idea what the word Postal meant and where it came from. I was always a fan for both that the game was actually fun, it was a good game, but also that it was a game series that just didn't care what anyone else thought. And that was very similar to the kind of games I grew up playing, and very similar to the games that we're making today, where they are kind of edgy, and we're making games that are not necessarily for everyone, but it is a game that shows that there's space for everyone in the games industry, and I really like that.
But did you also hope that video games...
Dude, play Tetris, just fucking pick up a brick and start killing people.
We had bought a lot of airtime on Howard Stern.
They love non-consensual material, but as soon as the website takes them out non-consensually, they get mad.
And they actually paid extra so Howard Stern could have do a live read. Spent a fortune on these people. It was a clown show. When they had
it's always like that though, man. Was it censorship for thee but not for me kind of deal, right? They all just want to be locked in their little chambers with each other.
The read
too fucking bad, fucking loser.
For Howard, where it was supposed to be client, it was supposed to say running with scissors. Or
sometimes you gotta see shit that you don't like, or hear shit.
It starts making fun of it.
Fucking baby ears.
Goes into a crazy mode over this. Immediately we received, basically, from the former Postmaster General of the United States itself, a threatening letter because of the word postal. I had trademarked the word postal because the post office itself was founded by Benjamin Franklin, but nobody ever trademarked the word. So then that created somewhat of a legal issue between us and the Postmaster General, which is basically the federal government. And one thing led to another. Senator Lieberman, on the floor of the Senate, he declares 3 things that are bad for American society. Calvin Klein underwear ads, Marilyn Manson, and our video game Postal.
Video games like Postal, which is marketed by...
Oh, I think I remember. Did he interview... he interviewed Marilyn Manson, didn't he? I think he did. That's fucking weird. He said Calvin Klein underwear ads were detrimental to our young society. Marilyn Manson, that's one thing, I suppose. I mean, what, you get a fucking bunch of goth kids that were running around, but goth has been a thing for like fucking ever. Yeah, he was in an interview, I think, with this guy. Let me see. Marilyn Manson interview 90s. Phil Donahue.
Well, here they are, Marilyn Manson, Twiggy Romero.
in the world. Fine, because that's my place of business. If you come where
All right, it's Phil Donahue.
then you should plan on doing business, or you're going to get hurt. Doing business. In other words, if they come up on the stage, there's a lot of heavy instruments and things like that. If you're coming up there, you're going to get hurt. There's a good chance. You know, we try and discourage people from coming on the stage. Right. How do you do that?
You beat the shit out of him.
But if somebody comes up on the stage, they're likely to be. Well, the bouncers shove them back out, and that's how they end up getting hurt all the time. Yeah, I do too. If they hit me, I'm going to hit them back. Right. Here you are.
Yeah, if you're on if you're on stage and people are coming up on you, you know, you gotta. There's fucking psychos out there, dude. Fucking Chris Rock. Was it Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle? He got tackled by a fucking by a heckler. Fucking. I think Kurt Cobain fucking smacked someone with his guitar. For coming up on stage. Henry Rollins is like the worst example of this shit. Henry Rollins was fucking beating the shit out of people. Yeah, this guy, Henry Rollins, was fucking nuts, dude. He's a crazy son of a bitch. Afro Man went a bit too far, though. What'd Afro Man do? I was going to say, I'd be surprised if he interviewed Marilyn Manson for anything other than a hit piece. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was him. You know, these old white dudes all look the same.
Some pretty bizarre things on
Maybe it was him.
I mean, they tell me that you engaged in a sex act with another man in a stage in Miami. Is that true?
To a certain degree. To a certain degree. It wasn't so much a formal sex act. No one was aroused.
Well, why did you do that? Why would you do that?
So if my father approved of it, I don't see it to be that shocking.
But
yeah. He falcon punched a woman, did he? The cops stole Afro Man's lemon pound cake. What? I gotta see this. Send it to me. I know I hope you guys don't mind. You know, we're kind of getting off the beaten path. I know we're watching the Postal documentary, but you know, I got ADHD, man. You know. Henry Rollins is beating the shit out of this dude. You just stop it, and just starts fucking wailing on him. Misfits too. Danzig. I think Danzig did it as well. Danzig is fucking ripped. To Punch Out Guy recording. Yeah. It's on video. Afro Man Pound Cake. Afro Man Pound Cake. Hold on. They made a fucking video. They made a music video about it. What the shit? Lemon Pound Cake. Where's this at? He got his house raided over some BS and he made a video about it. Caught the cops eating his pound cake on camera. That is awesome. That is awesome. Afroman fires back at Adams County deputies who are suing. They are suing him. Okay. Using video. Okay, all right. Let me see this video.
Responds after some of the deputies who raided realize. These are just some of the images Afroman captured on his home surveillance of the raid. It's those images today that you can find on merchandise and in music videos. He says the money being pulled in through
what y'all got to eat in here, bro?
Depicting that August.
I'm only raiding your house, seeing what you got.
Raid is.
I think there's weed in this pound cake. I'm getting stoned.
To rebuild his life and repair his property.
Once they didn't find drugs being trafficked, once they didn't find kidnapping victims, they didn't apologize.
Bro's got a whole green room.
In that lawsuit, the deputies claim that Afro
taking the weed shit too far.
Irreparable injury to reputations and their mental health. Images to sell songs and merchandise are
There's
not
the pound
only
cake.
damaging to their reputation and careers, but also putting their lives in danger.
All right, give me the video. Is that a music video? I'm not gonna listen to the music video, but I'll lemon pound cake. I'll see it. Come on, bro. It's a fat ass cop. This guy's fat as fuck.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Mama's lemon cake.
He's eyeballing that shit as soon as he walked in, bro. Bipedal, what's up? How you doing? Bro, he was eyeballing that cake as soon as he walked through.
Mama's lemon pound cake.
Triple take, yeah. Oh, oh.
Tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut
take
him
a slice.
a slice. Of what? Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his glide. Lemon
All right, fuck it, we're gonna listen to it.
Trending on TL.
Let me see it. Give me a video.
What was that? Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. Something happened to his camera on the way to the evidence room. Mama's lemon pound cake.
Does he eat it?
Of what? Of what?
Oh, it doesn't even show him eating it.
He wanna put down his glide. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake.
Oh, this is recent. Holy shit. The fact that cops are suing him over this video for emotional distress. Shut the fuck up. It's part of the performance art of the song now. He really wanted that lemon pound cake. Cops suing for, you're raiding this dude's house. You're raiding this dude's house and you're suing him for emotional distress because he made fucking light of you eating lemon pound cake. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Panasonic, in which the player
All right, back to it. Postal
is cast as a deranged gunman trying to wipe out an entire town.
I wanted nothing to do with the post office. It was nothing about that. It was always about your regular, everyday guy and just decided enough is enough.
Only my weapon understands me.
Oh, yes, I do.
This is really a very crazy game for people that are crazy about games.
Lots of people don't see it that way. The Postmaster General, for one, wrote a letter to the developers of the game saying this is an unfair portrayal of postal workers.
Stereotyping.
All of us at the Postal Service have a sense of humor. But there is nothing funny about your game Postal. It is in very poor taste and is an erroneous and unfair portrayal of the nation's postal employees. No shit. We're talking about a wacky white trash dude from Arizona who goes off. So I get this though. And my first response was laughing my ass off.
The people that have died in the post offices, it's not a funny thing.
There's a big web buzz right now about, should they name it that? The post office sent them some mail about, you can't call it that.
I have a vague memory of the going postal incidents that happened. I think there were two or three over the years. But the term going postal was amusing to enough people that it became a slang term for anybody who's losing their shit.
Harry!
The game, after it was released in November, was only on the market, on the shelves for 2 weeks. Then it got pulled. Once it got pulled, it's more negative press.
Walmart
One thing led to
refuses to
another,
carry it.
and then eventually we wound up striking a settlement deal with the publisher because I was like, well, wait a second. We put all our effort into this. What's going on here? You're pulling my product. People were loving it, but here we were, no way to sell the game. I honestly never was ready or expected anything that was about to happen. It was not part of a game plan. We didn't do anything on purpose to do this just so you get extra attention. None of that. Once we came out with Postal and we hit the Wall Street Journal and everything else, literally the shit at the fan.
Making headlines in newspapers.
I don't believe that. I don't believe they didn't do it for any type of recognition. Like during this time, like a lot of shit was happening with ESRB and stuff. They knew what they were doing, 100%.
All around the country, like the Wall Street Journal.
The original plan to basically have a parallel vision, making kids games like the Disneys and Hanna-Barberas and Sesame Street most of all, and making Postal.
There's tits on his
that
wall.
plan went to shit. And
Health
we
pipe
were
my
told in
ass.
person, I don't know if we're going to be able to continue doing business. Sesame Street balked, and it ended there because once we lost Sesame Street,
That was it. Yeah.
That meant we were all in on Postal.
Yeah.
And I just really tried to focus on, all right, they want to fuck, we're going to fuck.
Whoa.
And from our own data research, unbelievable professionals, attorneys, doctors are buying our games.
I don't
now,
care if the
I'm
president's
not even
playing
going
the game.
to make
I
the
still
claim.
think it has no redeeming value.
You know, I'm not here to tell you what you can do in your house and what you can watch, so I don't want anybody telling me either.
We never have games like that in our home.
It's a game.
What do they say to the family members who have experienced a murder that we just absolutely, ironically, make a game out of it?
Becoming a real bad joke.
The Postal Workers Union is encouraging a boycott.
I don't worry about that kind of thing.
It's like judging everybody by one word. If you get to know us, everybody seems to like their mailman. I don't see the big deal. It's the game that.
Has there been any active shooter games? Like school shooter games?
To make, but no one had the balls to make.
So here we are 25 years later, and we're still fucking.
I grew up in the era of people going postal.
Nah, Hatred's not school shooter.
Disgruntled employees would show up and bring their gun to work day. But I also recall that back in the day, Duke Nukem had a line too,
Hatred's like
saying,
Postal.
I'm gonna go
just
postal
edgier.
now.
We were talking about that earlier.
To go postal. I thought it was funny the first time I heard Duke say it, and then when I saw that there was a postal.
Edgy as in like
that
emo
Duke
kind of,
postal
death
everywhere.
Death
I
Clock
thought that was
meets
hilarious.
fucking Postal.
I mean, going postal, it's a sad expression, sad commentary on mass shootings. Oh, this is gonna piss off your viewers, isn't it? Oh well.
You wanna dance?
Both the Duke Nukem and Postal series and many others use kind of a cartoon style violence. You know, it's very over the top and it's very, very clearly not meant to be taken seriously.
Yeah, Ready
I
or
think
Not
that's
has like a
also
level where you
humor
stop
comes
school
in.
shooting. Yeah.
Having over the top violence, which you now see in a lot of
Ready
TV
or Not,
series.
man. I mean, they were under fire recently too, for censoring their shit for consoles. Like they were removed. Like I think there was a kid that was tweaking out in one of the tweaker levels, the crack house level. I have that game. I haven't played it in a minute. And you raid that. You raid like a fucking like a Diddy party, and all that shit. Trafficker house.
Cartoons like South Park and The Simpsons and Family Guy and so on. It's more what I would consider these games to be in the category of compared
Just
to
watched
games
Thomas
that
Brush's
have
interview
much
with the
more
dev earlier
realistic
today.
depictions.
Yeah, I watched that a while back.
There will be kids playing this game. They will have the axe. They will be holding the
Thomas
axe
Brush.
and bringing it down on their victim. That's how this will work when played on Wii.
Manhunt, yeah, dude. Manhunt was banned in a few countries.
I regret nothing.
Oh, he kills himself. Huh. Comments were full of people pissed about the downgrades. Yeah. In 1997, the U.S. Postal Service filed a trademark lawsuit against Running with Scissors. In 2003, the case was dismissed with prejudice. At the time of its release, Postal was banned and blacklisted in 14 countries. Yeah, they just recently got banned in 2016. I think it was Denmark. Until someone boxes up syphilis. Okay, yeah, you already said that.
When I was writing my book, The Ultimate History of Video Games Volume 2, a mutual friend contacted me and said, you know, you really should interview Vince Desi. At the time, I was kind of thinking of including in my book a Hall of Shame for the games that push things a little too far. I don't think the majority of pastors in the United States would raise an eyebrow at Postal anymore. That leads to the other question. Did Postal make society sick? Or did society's taste create what would become Postal?
My name is Mike Jarrett Shacker. I'm the VP of Business Development at Running with Scissors.
I was told once that Mike had a little bit of a different personality before we met. He's very passionate about whatever he does.
That beanie's not supposed to be on your fucking helmet.
Whatever phases he goes through, he's still himself, but he also needs to be checked sometimes too. Anytime he gets into a conflict with someone, I'll get a phone call from his mom saying, "Can you get Mike to be nicer now?"
Roller hockey, man.
Pretty average student. I went to my classes. I did all my homework. My computer class was where things got interesting and ended up dictating the rest of my life, actually. There was a kid in my computer class who knew absolutely nothing about computers, which is totally fine, but he used to tell us that his dad owned a video game company in Tucson, which was like, come on, it's bullshit.
Pirate software.
Video game company, you should at least know how to use a computer. This kid didn't know how to use a computer. One day I was leaving class and he was sitting outside the school and he asked me for a ride to his dad's office. So I was like, well, that'll be interesting. Like, let's go see this Circle K, 7-Eleven, whatever place his dad works at. So I drove him to the office and I was wrong. His dad was Vince.
Ha!
He's just under 30 years older than me. He's basically like kindred spirit. We're the same person. Germany just removed all of our games off of Steam.
He's the son I always wanted. That's what Vince is thinking. He asked if I wanted to see his bathroom gnome.
Talk about, like,
oh, look at that old school YouTube.
Vince had this personality that Running with Scissors intersected with.
Kid and no regrets? Absolutely none at all.
He made children's video games, Vince and Wishbone.
Wishbone.
Vince and Bobby's World. All these games that like just don't represent who he is as a person.
So get on fucking line, you want money too. Fuck you too. I don't know, maybe your generation different from my generation, but we pissed on everything when I was a kid. I met Mike J through my son Vinny, and he came to the office. He was loud and cruel and crude and all those kind of great qualities, obnoxious to most people. I seen in him a younger self.
Gee, somebody asked, what's the recipe been for the sausage bread? Tell you the truth, it's never changed. Sometimes I'll come up with something and he makes his own version, AKA he fucks it up.
Yeah, because
look at the authentic Saguro, only grown in Arizona desert. Saguro.
Most people can't handle that. He came on board, and he's been a treasure and is now a partner. The good news is because we've had constant income and royalties from a variety of sources, we've been able to sustain and just do this ourselves.
Type of cactus? Okay.
I just said like, oh, hey guys, it's time to quit this now. Like, you're not making tens of millions of dollars off this. What are you doing? And it's like, yeah, but we're making enough to keep making.
The original Postal went through hell from the media, the government, and our original publisher, Ripcord Games.
We feel very sorry for the families that have suffered things like that.
They paid us. We couldn't make a game, another Postal game for 2 or 3 years it was. So we downsized. You know, it was pretty easy at that point because some people left. And I couldn't go back to making kids games because all the kids publishers didn't want to do business with us anymore. Yep. So there we were figuring, what are we going to do? We're going to do this on our own. We were like, okay, we're going to make Postal too.
Going indie.
Was to make it completely different.
Not really. They got capital.
I had this picture of what the game was in my mind, and even though we had, you know, people working on it in the back, there wasn't really a game, so I couldn't put a picture to what was actually going on in my mind. So in my mind, the game wasn't that far off what it ended up being, but it was different.
The original Postal was built on an old RSP engine we were using for kids games. Postal 2, being a first-person shooter, everything was new.
Oh, they had to rebuild the engine.
Just getting the areas in the size they were to run at the performance they did was an uphill battle. Getting the characters to move the way they did was an uphill battle. It kind of all was an uphill battle, and we even released the game with really, really, really horrible load times.
Oh.
Scissors is an indie game studio that faces a lot of indie game problems that I think other studios would get praised for.
Was that Postal dude holding Gary Coleman's head in like Macbeth? I think it was. Gary Coleman is in the game.
Overcoming, or would at least have recognized, like, oh, the limitations of what they were working with. Look at the accomplishment of what they did, which no one's gonna give to Running with Scissors.
Running with Scissors has always been more like a family. I mean, it's definitely different than any other studio I've ever worked for. You feel at home here. You feel like, you know, you're going to get everyone's honest opinion. Everyone's going to work their hardest. It's not just clock in and a paycheck. These guys, they're really passionate about what we're doing.
It's one of the important parts about Running with Scissors, I think, is that in the process of interviewing people around the game studio over the years to talk about the development of the games, no one ever said that they were treated less than great by the guys behind it. They are, on paper, a really good indie game studio trying their best and oftentimes just missing the mark in so many places for what would become a mainstream success.
You got to remember, it's post-2001. Terrorism, insanity, Catholic priest, perversion. This is just the way the world was evolving. But the Postal dude is
Falling
an individual who basically has to deal with a lot of shit, just like everybody in their own real life.
If we're naive enough to think that kids are not going to get a hold of this, then we're just fooling ourselves.
I regret nothing.
I would have never guessed in my career that the most notoriety I would have ever gotten is this Postal series.
Didn't you used to work out of a bathroom?
The world is my bathroom.
Fitting, since this place is a giant shithole.
I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. I thought it was just going to be some local thing. And then when we did Postal 2, that's when it really came about.
What you talking about, Liz?
Somebody, I forgot who on the team, said we should get like Gary Coleman. And I started doing a little digging, and I was able to reach Gary Coleman. He came to Tucson.
Wow.
And they say the rest is history.
The company Running with Scissors came up with the first game 6 years ago.
That's how they got him. Gary Coleman's a fucking gooner.
A hit, while others were
That's what they did. They suckered him in.
completely offended.
People are just so fed up and frustrated and angry, and they have no way to release that tension. So this is a good way to do it.
Once we had Gary in the game, the whole game started to go into this new absurd, comedic, satirical, crazy kind of way.
Hi there. Would you like to sign my petition?
What you talking about, asshole?
Oh, they had him shooting guns and shit?
Developers won't do for a buck. At least it's educational.
About 5 years after the original Postal, April 2003, Postal 2 was released.
Did I just kick that guy and cut him in half at the same time?
I remember sitting there just laughing my head off while I'm playing through it, going, you know, this is rough, this is raw, and it's definitely not politically correct, and yet there are elements of it that make you uncomfortable, and there's elements of it that make you just laugh beyond belief.
With the controversy over this vicious video game.
This is Postal 2. It's a 3D computer game about a person who goes to work, gets fired, and goes postal on the people around him.
I really was believing that this is going to get us back. Okay, we're not going to be banned. You know, the public will love us, but the media will, you know, embrace us.
I can tell this is going to be an interesting day.
Immediate reception,
was phenomenal, fantastic, and horrible all in one.
I gotta say, it is giving me, it's giving me inspiration for shit. It's giving me inspiration, but you have to do it differently, right? You can't just, like, release a fucking murder sim. You can't just release a murder sim. It's gotta have a good theme. The reason why this one hit so well was because of the name, Postal, and, like, the controversies at the time. Like, it just, everything about when it was releasing Postal 2 and Postal was just, it was very controversial for the time. My games currently, like what I've been kind of like leaning towards recently is like obviously like e-culture, you know, online culture and shit like that. I'm kind of trashing on it, right? So I think it's getting the wheels turning for some raunchier shit. Planning thought? Fuck, that's that it's 2025 GT with slopware. Say what? GT with slopware. GT with slopware. But yeah, no, it's getting the wheels turning. It's getting the wheels turning. You know, like the first thing that comes to mind, again, I said not murder sim, but the first thing that comes to mind is like a parasocial, like maybe a game called Parasocial, and like you're doing like fucking SWATs on like these bigger streamers, right? So my goal is to piss people off pretty much, and I have to do it tactfully, because that's kind of like the reputation I'm building already. It's pissing people off, not meaning to. I wasn't meaning to piss people off. It was more so people could laugh at themselves, or get a good laugh. I was kind of doing it all in fun, but there was a lot of people on Reddit that were really mad, dude. There was a lot of people on Reddit that were really mad about idle streaming Bonanza, and mad about Chud Logic's Gawkbound, and it's interesting. It's interesting. I want to keep running with it. I don't know if there's gonna be, it's just something I gotta fucking pursue and try. Maybe it pans out. I don't know. Just woke up. Get with Slopware. I haven't played a new really good game in a while. Get with Slopware. Is Slopware a company? I make slopware pretty much, you know what I mean? It's what it is. I make slop, bro.
The media continue to hate us. The public continue to love us.
It's no worse than movies
80,000.
or anything else in our culture today.
Parent we talked to says he disagrees.
I would not let them play it.
And I didn't understand it, but we were being condemned all over again.
By the time Postal 2 came out, violent video games were all over the place. I didn't think we'd have any real problems finding a publisher and getting coverage, and I was wrong. The game was called Postal. Didn't matter what was popular.
We had Osama bin Laden. We had Gary
Hell
Coleman
yeah.
people were making fun of. We had the pissing. We had the cat violence.
Is it PewDiePie?
They did this bit in Postal 2 where you essentially had protesters in the game protesting in front
3D
of
Realms.
scissors. And one of your missions was to kill the protesters.
Holy shit!
I really like that they kind of broke the fourth wall, and they're having a fun time with the controversy.
Have a nice day.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that
I
was
still
fun.
think it's funny.
I think that's my
thought
favorite
it was
part.
Inappropriate for 10-year-olds. I still think it's inappropriate for 10-year-olds.
Oh, that's you.
That's Smosh.
It says censored. Wait, is that censored?
Adding Gary Coleman and urinating on people you killed didn't make it any better. It didn't make it any worse. Wasn't my kind of game, but it was a game with a sense of humor.
I hear a lot of feedback that like this really shaped my life, and it sounds like a grand statement, but a lot of people will say stuff like that. It's like this, this was my childhood, I could blow off steam in this game, and the game's only as violent as you are, and I think that's true. Postal doesn't get enough credit for the fact that you can play completely
optional.
You can get through the entire game without killing anything.
We got the first 0 ever from Computer Gaming World.
Wow.
Until someone boxes up syphilis and tries to sell it at retail, Postal 2 is the worst product ever foisted upon.
Of course they would.
I also compared it
Tank
to
the
an
sales,
infected
kill the
colon.
company.
What an honor.
I sort of melded that into worst game ever, and I thought, you know what, we got to stick this on the box.
Hell
And
yeah.
I will tell you, that didn't go particularly well in the office.
People, fucking shit. I pretty much started hating it really, really fast, but certainly once all the racism started coming out. So that's about 5 minutes in. That's about when I said, oh, Jesus, God, no.
Is it for everybody? No. It's rough, it's raw, it's a maverick production. Is it a masterpiece? No. Is it a fun, if at times flawed, entertaining game? Absolutely.
When Robert Coffey gave us a 0 out of 10, my first thought was, I couldn't pay him enough. And it was great because we didn't pay him at all.
I think it's funny. I think it's satirical. It's all in good humor. And if you want to get your panties in a twist about that, then, go ahead.
You know, there wasn't social media back then. Like, the words that viewers wrote in magazines were like the fucking 10 Commandments, okay? So when people saw this, they were like shell-shocked.
Yeah.
Hard.
I do know that as I played it, I grew to dislike it more and more and find it to be really, really awful.
So the review's out, you've given it a 0. What was kind of the Postal fans' response to your review?
Death threats. I had hundreds of death threats against me, my wife. I had rape threats against my wife, and I had death threats against my 5- and 7-year-old children.
Jesus.
Hundreds of them.
You'll
That's a
regret
terrible
this,
story
Robert.
you're telling me. But see, to me, again, that's a reflection of people's own insecurities.
He gave it a 0, yeah.
That's news to me. I'm definitely not okay with that. Back then, there wasn't the internet for talking shit about things like there is today, but that's what, magazines were for. I don't know. I'm sorry for the stupid things that I'll call them Postal fans said, but I don't particularly find them to be fans if they're threatening people's lives over somebody not liking our product. If you're gonna like a game like Postal, you need to accept that probably 4 out of 5 of your friends won't.
Yeah.
I stand by my review. From the tears of blood that I wept as I played this game, this is the same load of shit that I played 20 years ago.
Hey,
the negative
at least
comes
he's
like
honest.
a bunch of positive. We also got 5 out of 5 from another media outlet that was also listed on Game Rankings. So that led us to approach the Guinness Records about giving us a Guinness record for the most divisively reviewed game, and we actually were awarded the most critically divisive game in history because we received a 0 and a 100.
Nice. Running with Scissors declined to pay the $27 fee to get the
Now,
physical
22 years later,
certificate.
since Postal 1 came out, we are somehow still the most banned and blacklisted company in the world.
Bro, can we
A
beat
while
this?
back, the industry took some heat in California with some corrupt senator that was fighting against the game industry. So the industry itself took the case to the U.S. Supreme Court, and we got word that they would be using Postal 2 as the flagship title in defense of the industry.
The only thing that I found was, you said was clearly covered by the statute, was Postal 2. I mean, how would you describe in plain English what morbid violence is?
Dismembering, torturing, sexually assaulting, and those types of violence.
And thank God they did vote in favor of Postal 2 and freedom of expression and the video game industry. Thank you, justices.
It wasn't until
Good,
the
'cause
game
that
was
paves the way
released
for the
in
rest of
Russia by Kella that
Anyone
it
who's
really
making
started
anything,
selling big
controversial.
units, and it was a smash fucking hit in Russia.
Postal was
course it
extremely
was.
popular in Russia. It was selling like hotcakes on Christmas.
You're going there to meet these guys officially and go to the offices and see them. Right when we leave New York, this little Russian kid comes up to me and he's like, "Postal, that didn't happen here, like ever." I wore my Postal shirts everywhere, and maybe at a gaming trade show someone would be like, oh, hey, running with scissors, but not like on an airplane. We're on an airplane and some little kid, oh, Postal. We told him, yeah, we make the video game. Goes and tells all of his friends, and suddenly we have to like kind of interact with all these little Russian kids that we didn't really know, and it was kind of like, oh, well, maybe more Russian kids know about this than we thought. We know we made a project. We know we've sold plenty of copies. We know that like people have game posters in their house and they want to meet the people that make their game, and that's all cool, but it didn't ever really occur to me, I guess, that potentially could be me, I guess.
Представитель компании Running with Scissors, Mike J.
We went back a few more times, and every time we would go for these things, we would sit and sign autographs for people endlessly.
beat the
And
shit
why
out of
are
him.
all these kids lining up to get our autograph? This is cool, but why?
That also set, I would say, the business grounds for working with Running with Scissors, not just as a publisher developer, but maybe looking to like even deeper collaboration.
We were like, well, you know, this is a super accepting country of our shit.
Looks like me candy art. Yeah.
We knew where we stood.
I was just
in the
thinking that
United
too.
States. We knew the countries that we were not allowed in. This is clearly the place that loves Postal.
We're working on Postal 3 right now for PC and Xbox 360 with the Kella.
Oh, this is the shit one, right?
We're hearing from friends who are honoring the U of L student shot and killed at the Tim Faulkner Art Gallery in the Portland neighborhood over the weekend.
6 people were shot in all, including 20-year-old Savannah Walker, who died at the scene.
Friends told the family Savannah pushed others out of the way when the shooting began.
She always put everyone first. Always everyone first.
The reality of shooting somebody, in his case, was blinded. It was merged. He had left playing video games. He then went home and didn't realize that his parents might be dead.
New details about the mass shooting in Jacksonville, Florida, at a video game competition. 3 dead, including the gunman.
What competition?
That his parents might be dead.
New details about the mass shooting
At gaming tournament.
in Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida. I remember this. It was a Madden
Video
tournament?
game competition. 3 dead, including the gunman.
I haven't imagined in my whole life that my son can do such a thing.
Et je vois quelqu'un au bord de la rue qui se promène avec une carabine. Il y a un manteau noir là.
He's got hair.
C'est majeur ce qui se passe ici actuellement, Esther. On est au-dessus du collège Dawson, coin Maisonneuve et Atwater. De nombreux policiers, je peux vous dire.
September 13th of 2006. It's a Wednesday afternoon in Montreal. Dawson College is a university with about 8,000 students. Outside of the school, a black car pulls up. A guy with a mohawk gets out. He's got a big trench coat on. He's got a black duffel
With a
bag.
mohawk. He's doing like the taxi driver kind of deal. I was way wrong. Yep, Madden. Okay.
I was in Montreal. I was giving lectures, delivering papers and so on. I saw footage, live footage, that there is a drama that is taking place about 400 meters away from my hotel. A guy by the name Kim Vergil entered into Dawson College in downtown Montreal.
I wouldn't put it past Smash players to do something like that. True.
City's Jed Kahane.
Bro, them Smash players get mad, dude. They get mad as fuck. I went to I go to CEO every I haven't been in a while, but I was going to CEO for a while, and they got Smash Bros, they got Guilty Gear, just a bunch of fighting games. I'd go there. I was playing Street Fighter, and bro, I signed up for a Street Fighter tournament and then their free tournament. They have a free tournament. They pick some like random fucking game, like old school fighter game, and I beat the shit out of this kid. I cheesed the fuck out of him, and he got so fucking mad, dude. He slammed on his fight pad. He was like, ugh, shit. Shit, fucking. I was fucking dying. I was laughing, dude. He yanked his fucking his USB cord out the damn it was a Steam Deck. Oh man, I was laughing and just looking at him because he was some skinny little twerp. I'd fucking steamroll him. But I wasn't taunting him or anything. I was just fucking laughing, and I wasn't taunting him. Like during the game or anything. I was just cheesing the fuck out of him. That shit was funny. I want to go back there. I want to see if I can find that kid again and pick on him some more.
On this terrible.
I say kid. He was you know, he was of age.
How many people are dead?
We saw him take the rifle out of his trunk. We just heard more shots ringing out.
Someone got hit beside me and ran down full of blood, and I just went into a classroom.
We heard more and more gunshots.
The shooter was shot in the arm and then took his own life at 12:48 p.m. 18-year-old Anastasia D'Souza killed in the rampage and 19 others injured on September 13, 2006.
Damn. Did he blame it on Postal?
Shootings, the school shooter is now dead, so there is not really a chance to interrogate him later about what brought him to this point, what inspired him to do this. What we do have is hundreds of pages of posts from a social media site called vampirefreaks.com.
Wow.
It was designed especially for the goth culture. So it was about goth music, goth clothes, the likes, the dislikes.
The thing that makes it a little different from other social media blog type sites at the time is that there's a ranking system.
Fucking vamp
People
kids.
Can give you points for how dark and edgy they think you are. There's a gamified system here that rewards you for being more of a edgelord, more of a dark, threatening person.
That's definitely what I think of when I see a goth person, is how threatening they are.
The goth are calm and peaceful people on the whole. However, on the fringe, you'll find violent and very extreme fringe of the goth culture. Kim Vergil belonged to that fringe. He was an extremely violent person.
So, who is Kim Vergil and how do we reach this point?
Kim Ver was a loner. He lived in the basement of his parents, did not work, and his world was virtual. He was not very friendly. He said he hated people. And he played games.
Kim Vergil is a huge fan of Postal. Did Postal cause him to do a school shooting? Just as much as anything else that he posted repeatedly about loving. He loved Metallica, he loved Marilyn Manson. To what degree do any of these things play into him being a school shooter?
What game is
that? I'm scared every day for my son, for his
Counter-Strike.
friends. They play these video games, and the way they talk to each other, and you know, oh, you shot me, and then they turn around and they kill all of them. They go, we'll reset it and we'll play again later. That to me is disgusting, and it makes me think that they're becoming completely desensitized to what that actually means out in the real world.
Not for all people, because millions of people are playing violent video games. But if you have susceptibility to violence and you entertain violent sentiments, it might be the time that for some of these people, they will go on shooting sprees.
Then again, it's up to the parents to recognize this pattern or these patterns, and it's not just the parents. You know, it's obviously like the school, counselors, whatever, and recognize this shit within children, right? And they're like, oh, don't stereotype me. Don't stereotype me. Like, stereotypes exist for a reason, bro. Like, if I see you fucking acting sussy, you're fucking, you know, you think you need to go talk to someone. What, baby?
No, I'm so freaked out outside.
Guys, I do have to end it here. I have work tomorrow, and you know, I hate to cut it short. This is really cool. Guys, thank you so much for recommending this. This is awesome. I'll tell you what, tomorrow I'll finish it. I'll finish it tomorrow, same time. I do, as soon as I get off work, I gotta like crank out some Gawk bound shit. I gotta finish up some of the quests for Gawkbound and stuff. So we'll finish Postal the Postal doc tomorrow, and then it'll be game dev for the rest of the night. Because I slacked off today. But yeah, like as soon as I get home from work, I gotta hop in Unity and crank out some shit because I was lazy today. And Sunday. Sunday I was on the road a lot. So the Gawk must be found. Oh, the Gawk must be bound. Yes. For Gawkbound, I want to let you know. I'll show you guys what's going on. I'll start it up real quick. I got a few minutes. Gawkbound, man, it's coming along. It's coming along. I'm excited for it. It's going to be really cool. Very interesting. It won't be, I always talk it down. It's just me being self-conscious, right? About it and my skill as a game developer, because I'm okay, but I'm not like I'm not the fucking next Stardew Valley maker or Minecraft maker, I just like having fun with it. We're working on quests. It's going to be very linear. By linear, think of, I always bring up Legacy of Goku or Pokemon, and Earthbound. These games are very linear, by the fact, like, you have to complete these missions within certain steps. Same kind of deal. The Legacy of Goku kind of gives you like different missions to do within a certain area, and you go and do those, and then like you finish that, and maybe like a different one opens up. So, not the next Pirate Software? No, bro. I actually make games here. Okay. We took a little break, all right? But we actually make stuff here. I got with Firesickle, I think it's Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday, and I got his changes merged in. I got some more dungeons. We got some dungeons to work with. This one's not finished yet. Put a little bit more into those. Some dungeons. I got some NPCs. I haven't put in the new ones yet. I'll show you. Some of you guys might have been here. We got the hillbilly. Got the hillbilly or the farmer. Got the farmer's wife. Right? Ain't she pretty? Ain't she pretty? Another redneck character. Kind of like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Got the tweaker. We got Noel. I put Noel in the game from Kiwi Farms. This is Noel. And then Logan Paul. Mainly a bunch of sprite work. A lot of sprite work for me anyways. I did a few quests, but mostly sprite work for me. No, and then I did some like little shit like this well. Just shit that I needed in the game. Just tiny shit. But this is what we got so far. Show you. I'll give you a little sneak peek. So this guy, he's like, these little fuckers are ruining my crops. Help me kill these Kiwi farmers. 10 will do. You go down here, you kill 10, you come back, and then like mission's complete. Simple shit. Kill quests and fetch quests, stuff like that. So this guy, he's like, dang old man, this here well's been busted for a while now. Town drunkard done turked the wheel spinner and lost it someplace around the farms. So that kind of gives you a hint, like, oh shit, I gotta go find the wheel. So you gotta go and find it. I think it's up here. Yeah. So found water wheel. It'll be hidden, like, it's not gonna be there. I think actually Null drops it. Yeah, I'm gonna have Null drop it after you have to beat the boss to get the water wheel. So, well, gosh darn it, you done found the water wheel. I could kiss you, but I ain't gay. Get out of here, you fairy. Dang old man wanna kiss me. This stupid cringy shit, stupid ass jokes. Very homosexual jokes. I don't know. To be determined if it stays or not. And you've got some more quests here. Placeholders. That guy's a placeholder. And then Firestickle, he was working on some quests as well. That was one of his quests, the guy up there. And then there's another one here. And all through here, there'll be like enemies that you're fighting. Like you already see a sweeper. He was moving around. This guy has, this is like a staging area. You talk to him. He's like, he's going to be manning the gate. I actually have to draw that still. And then you have to go find, you have to find rope so you can open the gate. So you go inside the sewer slide forest to find the rope. It's like, woo, I wonder where this extremely fresh, newly purchased 50 feet of rope is just randomly laying here in the woods. You know, he's like, awesome, let me rig this back up. Give me a second here. You talk to him again. Boy, that really took it out of me. I am parched. Please find me some special tea. I am about to faint. You find the tea. That's it. There's some other stuff. But that's it, man. This is going to be like the first, 15, 20 minutes of the game. Hopefully it lasts that long. I gotta, it's not a big area for this. I have another quest to do here for this, Lost Lover quest, and most of it's kind of like you go down here, you fight Kiwi farmers and shit. There's no dungeon here. It's kind of like the intro to the game. And after you complete all the missions in this area, DK will join your team. He'll join your party, and then you'll set off to this area. And you'll try to get through here, but he won't let you go until you find the rope, because it's not because anything's broken or anything, but he wants rope. I'll let you determine why he needs rope. And then, so you go into the forest, you find the rope, you fight Logan Paul, you come back, then he's like, man, I need some tea, so you go to the Gravekeeper, but the Gravekeeper's missing. Gravekeeper's actually in the forest as well. And you have to, it's another kill quest. You got to kill cultists to help him get out. And then he'll give you special tea. And then you can get out of this area and go into Simp City. And then there'll be a bunch of different missions here. And then this area I'm a little concerned about, just because there's a lot of shit going on here. Not too much here. Like, we have the castle, yeah, but there's not any towns or anything until you get down to here. There is the furry forest, but I got some ideas for this, like Mudahar being the bridge engineer. Maybe some other shit down here. I don't know. Still filling it out. Still kind of going with it. But that'll be it, man. That's what we're doing right now is just quests. It'll be done. It'll be done soon. It'll be done soon. I got that. After all this is done, I still have to, I got to find more soundtrack for the game. More sound effects, writing, basically, cutscenes and animations, and I think that's about it, man. We got tile sets for the castle, we got tile sets for the dungeons. It's just writing, trying to write funny shit, trying to be funny. I always suck. I can't write down jokes. My jokes are kind of impromptu. I kind of bounce my comedy off of people. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys like it. Should be soon, and then we'll get started on the next project. But guys, do appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Haha. Very cool Postal stuff. I like it. It's definitely lit a fire, right? I can't wait to see where else this takes me as a game dev, and I hope you guys are along for the ride and here to witness it. So, guys, thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.